Hello everybody, welcome to CGTN's social media platforms. I'm Silkina Ahluwalia. I'm CGTN's correspondent based in Jakarta, Indonesia, and that's where we are today, this beautiful, very hot city of Jakarta. But we are celebrating, or almost going to celebrate, the opening of the Asian Games, which will be happening tonight at 7 p.m. Jakarta time, 12 GMT. So we want to show you what's happening prior to the opening ceremony. As you can see around me, it's already very crowded, very colorful, hopefully not too loud. You can actually hear that they are already beginning to rehearse tonight's opening ceremony. So let's just take a walk around this area here. As you can see, there are a lot of booths, and these booths are not ordinary. It's actually very, very special. So each of these booths represent Indonesia's cultural diversity. It can be in the form of food, in the form of souvenirs, little accessories here and there. And it's really exciting because everybody from all around the world, media, audiences that are here to watch the Asian Games, they can actually get a taste of Indonesia right here in Jakarta during this Asian Games. So it's really a perfect place to be because you get to taste everything, especially when it comes to food, from the entire of Indonesia in just one place. All right, so I've got my phone here. As usual, I have my Facebook page open. So if you guys have any questions, I will read them. I will try to answer them. Whew, it's really hot in here today. Hope it's not too loud, but I think they are already rehearsing here on my right. And you can see these are the kids that will also be performing at the opening ceremony tonight. They're getting ready and preparing for tonight's opening ceremony. So for all of you that are not familiar with the Asian Games, I'm sure many of you are. It's the second largest sporting event in the entire world after the Olympics. So this is the second time that Indonesia is hosting this event. The last time was in 1962, so more than 50 years ago. And it's a very interesting time for Indonesia to host this event because, as you can see, they have really improved in terms of infrastructure and obviously. It's very loud.
Semua teman-teman pemain angklung diharapkan berbaris di belakang mikrofon di sisi sebelah kanan.
We're just trying to make sure that we don't bump into anybody. Whoop. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna open my Facebook page so I can start reading your comments. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, this is the second time that Indonesia is hosting this at a very exciting time when Indonesia is really starting to prioritize infrastructure, and you can really see it around this compound. This is a huge compound. It stretches out to my right, to my left, and there are a lot of stadiums where the sporting activities will be held, but the main stadium is just right down the street here. So it's going to be a very interesting opening ceremony because the main theme will be to show the cultural diversity of Indonesia. Indonesia is made up of so many cultures, so many traditions. The history of this country is so rich, and you can see just to my right, everybody's so colorful and they're just preparing for their performance tonight. But of course, we have athletes that are coming in from all around the world, and they will also be showcasing the cultures from their respective countries. So it's going to be very colorful, very musical. You can actually listen to the music that they're rehearsing right now. And we are expecting a lot of performances tonight as well. A lineup of lots of performers. So we know that the opening ceremony is at least going to be 3 hours. It's going to start at 12 GMT and it's going to end around 15 GMT. And although the main theme is uniquely Indonesia, they want to show how harmonious Indonesia is as a country, but there are athletes from all around the world, and they will be showing their diverse cultures as well. And as far as audiences go, we have actually seen a lot of people lining up the streets of Jakarta from very, very early in the morning because they want to be the first one to be inside the stadium during the opening ceremony. Can you guys hear that? It's really loud. I think they're rehearsing the music for tonight. There are a huge lineup of local artists that will be performing tonight.
Ini ada lantai kota. Itu hanya dua orang.
All right, I'm going to start reading your comments right now, I promise.
Satu kotak jalanan itu untuk 2 orang ibu-ibu. Kan kita ujungnya sampai sana loh, Bu. Sampai sana, Bu. Kotak.
So for this Asian Games, there's going to be a total of 40 sports, 32 Olympic sports, and 8 non-Olympics. And I think one of the most interesting non-Olympic sports this year, in my opinion, personally, is esports. So there is going to be, from the 26th of August until the 1st of September, they will be playing electronic sports. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. I'm sure a lot of gamers out there must be very excited that now esports is included in a prestigious event like Asian Games. And we hear that, careful, there's a car behind you. And we hear that it could be included in the Olympics. So that would be very interesting if that ever happens.
Bergeser ke kanan lagi,
all right,
Ibu.
let us know where you're watching all over the world. We're actually seeing people saying hi from the Philippines. Hello. If you guys have any questions, I have my phone right here and I'm reading all of your questions. Thank you for the wonderful comments. I'm reading them. So as you can imagine, with an event this big and of this scale, you know, we're expecting more than 100,000 people from all around the world to be here. You can imagine how safety and security will be a top priority.
Hanya boleh 2 baris ini.
We actually had the Indonesian National Police Chief and the military commander. They came here personally to survey the area to make sure that the athletes and the audiences feel safe, because that will be one of the most important aspects of these games, is that the audiences and the athletes can feel comfortable. And there, I mean, we can say that there is a lot of pressure for Indonesia, you know. One of the slogans for this games is the energy of Asia, and I think that is exactly what Indonesia wants to prove. Indonesia wants to prove to the rest of the world that it can indeed become the energy of Asia. And I think, you know, by hosting the Asian Games, that would be a really, really great opportunity to prove that. We're actually making our way to where the stadium is, and that is where the opening ceremony will be held tonight. I want to hear from you guys. What sports are you guys most excited to see? I know that there are a lot of sports, around 40 of them, and also where are you watching? Who are you supporting? I'm Indonesian, so I'll support Indonesia. But let me know what sports is the most exciting here for the Asian Games. So Jakarta was actually not planned to host the Asian Games in 2018. It was supposed to be in Vietnam, but when they stepped down, Indonesia decided to step up. But this is not the only city that's hosting the games, by the way. We have Palembang, which is in South Sumatra. They are also one of the host cities. So we have Jakarta and Palembang for the Asian Games as the main host city. And about 20 kilometers from here, if you guys are wondering where the athletes are staying, there's a compound called the Athletes Village, and that's where all of the athletes are staying. It's a compound made up of 15 tower buildings. There's around 7,000 units, and it can house around 20,000 people. And what we're hearing is maybe after the games, they might sell those units to the public. But for now, it's for the athletes. All right, we're seeing painting going on. This is very interesting.
Boxing.
Oh, it's boxing. Mas lagi lukis apa ini? Yeah. Oh. Okay, so he is painting a boxer because it is one of the boxing will be one of the main events for the Asian Games. Lanjut mas. We don't want to bother his painting, but we'd like to see what he's doing. Jen says that she's been to Jakarta so many times. Great, Jakarta is a beautiful city. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of people are telling me the sports that they are most excited to see. One of them is volleyball. That's very exciting. Taekwondo. That's right, that falls under martial arts, which is non-Olympics. We know that Indonesia has their form of martial arts called Pencaksilat. And China has their form of martial arts as well, which is wushu. So it's very exciting to see that all of these non-Olympic sports, and we know that a lot of athletes are going to do amazingly well even in these non-Olympic sports. Like we have sports like bowling and cricket, esports, as I mentioned, which is very, very exciting, and kabaddi. Okay, I'm reading all your comments and you guys are telling me who you think is going to win. I know where you guys are from now because a lot of you, I'm sure, are hoping your home country will win. All right. I'm not sure if you guys can hear what's happening, but as colorful as the sights are, the sounds are also very colorful right now because we have so many different people saying things and playing different instruments, and it's very exciting to be here right now. It's very loud, very colorful, but very hot. But what's new in Jakarta? All right, we have time for a few more questions. If you guys don't have any more questions, then I'm going to say goodbye. But if you have any comments, I will be happy to read them. We have quite a couple of people from the Philippines. Thank you for watching. And we hope that you're supporting your home countries. And of course, every time during any of these sporting events, we know that China does amazingly well. And I'm sure people in China are expecting their athletes to do them proud and take home a lot of gold medals. Nothing new there. China has an impressive track record. And in the next 4 years, the Asian Games will actually be held in China. So I've never been to Hangzhou. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But that's where it's going to be 4 years from now. It may seem like a long time. This Asian Games came in no time. All right, well, I'm not getting any more questions, so thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed me giving you a tour outside of the stadium where the opening ceremony will be held. And we hope that you're excited for the opening ceremony that's going to happen in just a few hours. Everybody is excited. Everybody is preparing for the big event tonight, and I'm excited to watch it. It's going to be my first time. So if you have any more questions, comments, you can still leave them down below and I'll try to read them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.